Well, good evening guys, and welcome to Spain. We finally have broken free from Portugal. About a three and a half hour drive yesterday, and we are just on the edge, the southern edge of the Picos de Europa. We're in the Montana, the National Park Riano, and to say it's incredible to be back amongst the mountains is an understatement.
We're actually in Cramenes, in case you're wondering which village.
The little park up that we have chosen is idyllic. It's got a swimming pool. We actually spent most of today, €2 each. That also allowed us to have a shower. Really quiet stopover, fantastic services, beautiful village. We haven't, if you remember what we said in last week's video, we are trying to be good, so we haven't been out to partake in any of the little bars or cafes. So it's absolutely idyllic. There's no problem whatsoever with the park up. It's wonderful.
Apart from the billion flies.
There are.
And I don't think I'm actually exaggerating there.
Yes. I would say this morning when we woke up and all the flies decided to wake up that had slept with us, there must have been about 50 flies in the van.
Yeah,
and that's
horrendous.
no kid. We have loved it here. It's been nice just to ease ourselves in, and we'd have loved to have stayed another couple of days because there looks to be some incredible hiking to be had. It's impossible to live with the flies.
But just a couple of bits of info should you want to come here, because the air is stunning and impeccable services there. The pool, as Nigel said, is €2. If you want to go in the pool, you have to wear a swimming cap. If you just want to have a shower, it's €1. So you can come in for a shower. But, and I don't know if it was the same in the men's, they're communal showers. So
Yeah, we all just got naked.
I was the only one in when I had a shower, so it was okay. But it's spotlessly clean and everything. And there's a little cafe bar at the swimming pool as well, and it's open from midday until 8.
Yep.
And it's so clean, the pool, it's crystal clear, probably because everyone's wearing the swimming caps.
Yeah.
But yeah, it is idyllic. But there's no shop in the village or bakery.
No.
So you need to bring your supplies unless you're going to eat at the cafe.
In fact, the route that we're probably going to be taking over the next couple of days, probably not going to come across too many shops that sell
Anything. I looked for about 50 miles. None of the villages have, there might be a slight exaggeration, about 30 miles between shops, grocery shops.
So bring your supplies.
Yeah.
But we've actually climbed up to a sort of viewpoint. I went out for a run this morning and noticed this viewpoint. So we're just going to sit now. We're probably going to lose the sun in about 10 minutes, slipping down behind the mountains.
There's loads of eagles and things here though, and vultures and storks. So you'll get to see them really close up if you're into your birds. And I've heard a green woodpecker, but I still haven't managed to find one. They're everywhere, you can hear them calling. But I did see a short-toed tree creeper. Can't believe I said that well.
Yeah, it makes you sound like you're saying a short toad, as in gribbet.
No, it doesn't. Anyway, if you're into your birds, there's a few birds about as well to have a look
And if you're
at.
into your flies,
Oh, and the river's just literally about 50 metres away from the van, but it's very fast flowing. But if you've got a kayak or something, it would be brilliant on there.
classic, I think I just swallowed a fly, classic place to stay, maybe just out of fly season.
Yeah. And the people who live here are really friendly. It's really friendly.
Right, well, we're going to enjoy the last of the sun, wander back to the van,
Try and spot my woodpecker that's been hiding.
and then we'll catch up tomorrow as we slowly, this vlog is going to be a very relaxed affair. We're just easing ourselves back into the mountains, easing ourselves back into the...
I love the fact you say it's a relaxed affair. You should have seen us screaming at each other yesterday because of the flies. Relaxed for you, not so much for us.
Hopefully a relaxed affair. The next couple of days just meandering through. We've got a couple of dots on the map that we want to visit. Obviously still trying to get a bit of our fitness back, so we probably won't do any peaks, but we'll just enjoy the views, enjoy the ambience. Welcome to Spain.
In fact, I must just tell you this. For, was it an hour this afternoon? Nigel actually decided he wasn't going to speak to me until tomorrow. But it didn't last very long. But yeah, that's how bad it got with the flies.
Yeah, the flies made me do that. Yeah. Right, catch up mañana.
Life on the road.
Mañana, folks. Well, good morning, guys. Another day in paradise.
I'd forgotten Spain has no toilets. Does my head in.
¿Dónde está el baño español?
Oh, yeah.
No baño en español.
Just to prove a point, I googled the closest one. 18 miles. 18 miles.
There's a public toilet
Okay.
in Rihanna, which we hope to be in 2 days' time. Can you cross your legs that far?
It's ridiculous, people. Put toilets in.
As I say, another day in paradise. We had a very relaxing morning, as I said last night, looking to just ease ourselves in despite Nicola's angst and her, I don't think she'd mind me saying this, her menopausal rage.
I'm having a really bad few days. Yeah, it's not been good.
But we've come to a little viewpoint over in Embalsa for a long, slow lunch. Even I decided, because it is still quite warm, I wanted gazpacho, and she even fumed at that. It's like, you don't have to have it. But we're going to just chill out here, sun to the back, which means that we can sit with the door open, hopefully not too many flies, and enjoy a nice relaxing lunch. We've only got a couple of stops to do today. We were going to go along to a mine, but it's quite a way away and takes it out of our way. We're just really doing a bit of a loop around the Riano National Park. So no great plans, no great epicness, although this viewpoint's not too shabby. And hopefully, as we go, calming someone's rage down.
Yes, I don't know what's going on.
I reckon gazpacho would help you.
I think Portugal has somehow put a spell on me, and whilst it wanted to kill me, it didn't want me to leave because I've been grumpy since I've left. So maybe it's a sign. I don't know. Maybe I do miss the chickens and the pastel de natas after all.
No, it's fine.
And they have toilets everywhere. Every supermarket has a toilet. There's public toilets. They're always really clean. Supermarkets are definitely cheaper in Portugal as well.
Don't listen to
Stop
her.
ranting.
Don't listen to her. Menopausal madness. Right.
Right, come tell me what you want.
Gazpacho! Rather nice. Another lady looks like she's been in dipping, and I've been reliably informed by Grumpy Chops over here that it's reasonably warm. Bloody flies! What I love about being in the mountains is the fact that whenever you stop over and you can just see all of the ridges, and while we may not be in the physical state at the moment to be able to attempt those, especially Nicola, oh, they do give us optimism for the future, hope for the future.
Oh, that's lovely. That's really nice.
And in 20 minutes time, someone's going to be drinking that water.
My feet are quite clean.
They are now. And I think I'm going to say this a couple of times in this vlog. This is how I envisaged travelling and living in a van. Slow meanderings, long lunches,
It's fish.
fish and chips.
Hang on. I thought this was meant to be a drinking reservoir.
A lesson, hopefully when I watch this vlog back in months and years to come, a little lesson of what the privilege of travelling in a van is. Stunning.
Look, there's just little tiny, like, I don't know what you call them.
Fish. It's beautiful.
Yeah, it'd be lovely for a dip. It's really, really warm.
Not too shabby.
Why is there fish in here?
Why not?
Well, I thought if it's for drinking water, it would be empty. Unless a bird's dropped a fish and it had babies. And now there's like millions of fish and they don't know.
Life will find a way.
It will.
Even the flies seem to be multiplying in our van. And up my nose. And in my ears.
Slightly bigger fish.
This vlog has become Fish Watch.
I quite like fish. I like eating them as well.
Chips, yeah.
But I do like to see fish.
Bethany Fish Supper.
In fact, underwater wildlife viewing, if you go to a good area, it's some of the best. It's amazing. And I like aquariums.
That's not a bad spot for an afternoon cuppa, is it? Oh,
Hello, butterfly. Rather nice. Sorry. Yabbing on the drugs again.
What was hilarious was we're actually at, I'll put the name of the pass up, 1900 meters, I believe. And we're following another camper van up, and then literally just before this big wide parking space, he just veered off the road and went up this steep thing about this size. Where the heck's he going? So we pulled in here, and then he just reversed off and cleared off. I think he was quite embarrassed.
I think he's too embarrassed.
So,
I was like, whatever you do not follow that guy.
interestingly though, it was about 30 degrees down in the village. It's still about 30 degrees up here. I thought it'd be a little bit cooler.
Yeah.
I bet you though overnight this is probably about 10 or 11 degrees. But yeah,
Very pretty.
a nice place for a cuppa.
I shall go make one.
Sweet. Maybe our bad luck wasn't just Portugal. Maybe our bad luck was us. Do you remember a while ago, I think maybe last week's vlog, we talked about a problem with our gas? Well, the last few days, because the temperatures have been really high, we purposely haven't cooked anything in the evening time. We've just cooked in the morning, and that's been fine. Did tea and things and just had salads in the evening. Brought ourselves to a little mountain village, and the temperature, it was hot today, but it wasn't like scorching, probably 30. And we just tried to turn the gas on and it still isn't working. Now, that to me signifies potentially a bigger issue than just a mix of the butane and propane, whatever. Could it be a problem with the regulator? Is it a problem with the regulator since the VW so-and-sos had their way? So we're not quite sure. So we're going to call the Propex guys tomorrow in Bournemouth and see whether or not they can shed any further light. Most importantly, is having if the regulator is at fault, is that something that's potentially going to cause us issues? Just when we thought this was going to be this is going to be a lovely relaxing vlog. But we have brought ourselves to an absolutely stunning little village, and we're actually staying at the hostel, still in the van, €7 a night, and you get access to all their facilities. I guess gas problems have crossed the border with us. At the very least, we are in a pretty beautiful area. We might even stay one more night here because it looks like there's some stunning trails to be had. I'm not quite sure we've got any food though. Maybe the hostel will feel sorry for us and give us some beans. Actually, we've got beans, cold beans. I guess we'll catch up tomorrow morning and hopefully we have a bit of a clearer understanding of what's going on with the gas. Who knows, eh? Who knows? Good morning, guys. Well, we have decided to stay another day, E17 style. And we're about to go out on a bit of a hike.
Which I've found, so whether we'll get there is another matter.
We are on a bit of a time crunch, however. As I said last night, the gassy issues are back. The van, not us, hello. So we need to be back to cook sort of while the temperatures are still hopefully lowish by about 11:30. So we've got a couple of hours to do this hike. Even though we are surrounded by some stunning mountains, we're keeping things relatively flat. So we're heading out to a glacial lake, which I don't believe is actually there anymore. But get the old heart going, go for a bit of a mooch around the village, and then hopefully be back in time so we can actually cook up a storm. And by the way, a little bit of footage here of what we're dealing with whenever Nicola has the camera. We were trying to record some footage yesterday as we were driving over the pass.
Is it okay good?
Well, let's just say parts of it were upside down, facing you. We didn't catch any of the vocals because we didn't have the mic switched on, but I thought I would include it anyway just to show you the challenges that a vlogger has when he asks a non-vlogger to pick up the camera.
I'm having a few days where it seems like I cannot do anything. I tried to pay for an extra day at the air today, and I think I booked us in for a meal at the restaurant tonight.
We have been having a little bit of a challenge with our languages, as in failing miserably.
Nobody understands anything I say in Spanish. Nothing.
So there's very little, if any, Spanish spoken, or English, sorry, I couldn't get that right. English spoken at the hostel, which is completely understandable, right, out in the sticks. Last night, just to prove the point, Nicola told the bloke our van was 5 kilometres long, and I told his wife she was very hot. Instead of the van is 5 metres warm, the van is 5 metres warm, 5 metres long, and the weather is very hot.
The wife is quite attractive too.
She is. She didn't say a lot though.
But probably not the done thing to tell her that.
No, especially when you're just checking in with a 5 kilometre van. Beautiful views, but sadly thwarted to get to the little... I have a little bit of an aversion to cows. Growing up in Cumber in Northern Ireland, I was chased by one too many. And despite Nicola's fear of pretty much everything else that doesn't exist, she has no fear of them whatsoever. And we were only heading to a little tiny lagoon.
About 200 metres away, I guess.
And chances were we weren't going to swim in it anyway because it looks like the cows had been swimming in it. So we have turned back, and all cards on the table, that was my choice to turn back.
Didn't even get to see the water.
But trying to fight this one's FOMO in the face of... And I know people are going to be going, Nigel, the cars are completely fine as long as you don't have any dogs with you and stuff. But I am who I am. Cows and lifts.
Oh, that's about my 5th trip.
Nicola tripping up as we go. But stunning views. The other thing as well, I've just realised.
Yeah, we've been an hour already.
We've been an hour already, and we really need to get back by 11:30 so we can actually cook this one some food.
But I would say, actually, I'm starting to control my FOMO a little bit better. That's 2 FOMOs I've had to give up.
I'm going to pay for that later. Right, we shall wander back down the hill, crossing electric gates as we go. And I guess we'll catch up and let you know the gas situation. Well guys, the gas is working. Albeit we are having lunch at like 11:30 in the morning. I think most of the locals are looking at us going, it's still breakfast time, folks, what are you doing? So fingers crossed. The tank is parked in the shade, so hopefully it'll be grand. Might try it again later on this afternoon just to see what the sort of top temperature is, but at least we're going to be able to feed her. Bonus! Right guys, a few hours later, a couple of hours of work, and Nicola has discovered a watering hole. Given the fact that the cows blocked our attempts last time.
I think it's just the river. I think it's one of the river, you know, they make the rivers into swim pools in the summer.
And they make them nice and warm, yeah?
700 metres.
700 metres to what though, guys? 700 metres to what? I'm getting van envy, guys. Oh, look at that bad boy. Apologies for the sun. And by the way, obviously where we're staying is in the grounds of the hostel. €7 a night, I think we've mentioned that. There is a huge big field about 50 metres down from the hostel where you can stay for free, obviously 0 services. Yeah, I don't think you'd even be able to use, well, you could probably use the shower up at the hostel, which is €3 per person. We originally came down here and parked up, but 2 things were the issue. 1, there was 0 signal and Nicola had a lot of work to do, and 2, it was just boiling hot, so we just thought stuff at €7 works out just over £6. Not too shabby. I think we can put our map away. We see naked people. So Nicola, as usual, doesn't really explain things too well. I was coming up here thinking we were jumping into a wild river. Now it has been fed obviously by underground sources, the river, but it's been a It's a properly fenced off pool.
Clever.
Very clever indeed. And that also means that it's not too cold, we don't think. So anyway, I won't be recording anything in there because there's families around, so we shall catch up after our little refreshing dip. And it's only about half a k away from the hostel. So
I'm ready.
hey, there's a clickbait thumbnail right there. Dirty buggers. Well guys, that was fantastic. And I love how the Spanish roll as well. Father, his kid and their Alsatian dog finished in the pool. Well, the dog would just land beside the pool, jumped on their big quad bike, all three of them, and off they go. Yeah. Probably for a siesta. Or maybe it's a caña time. Ooh. But yeah, what a great idea. So I'm assuming the pool is fed by an underground source and then there's an overflow that then flows on down the way. I don't think it's open in the winter, which would probably be because of all the excess water and maybe too much flow and things. So, but
and it wasn't too cold, was it?
No, it wasn't too cold at all. What a fantastic, fantastic idea.
See, I sometimes get things right.
And in a way, I'm glad it was like that rather than a fast-flowing wild river.
Yeah, me too.
And not a crazy cow in sight. Well. See you in a bit. Well guys, we have wandered down into the little village. Now last night when I came down here, it was a bit of a hive of activity.
Nothing. It's all gone away from me.
Zero happening. A few kids kicking about. But yeah, when I came down here last night, there was kind of olds all kicking around. There was all kinds of action going on. But today, zero.
There's an old kicking around here.
Yeah, true that. Actually, someone is a bit tired.
Yeah, that's the first hike or walk I've done since being ill. And I thought I was fully recovered, and I do feel like I'm recovered. But I had to sleep for an hour and a half this afternoon, and I'm still absolutely shattered. Yeah. So it really has just sucked all the strength out of me. So I think it's going to be a bit of a slow back to fitness.
I think it's good just to keep ourselves to sort of 5-6 milers or so.
Maximum, yeah. I'm really shocked at how exhausted I feel, actually. That's a surprise.
That's why I turned back when we did.
That's what it was. You're thinking of me.
I was all the time.
Thinking of me.
Well guys, we are going to wrap things up there. I had planned to make this vlog slightly longer, but I'm going to cheat a little bit and make use of the really good Wi-Fi at the hostel and get this one uploaded ready for publication. And then obviously we're just going to carry on meandering slowly through this part of Spain. We'll probably be in this part of Spain for at least another week or so. Hopefully the temperatures continue to kind of hover sort of high 20s, and we might
sorry, something running over my foot.
We might be able to continue to eat.
Oh, it was so good to have hot food today. And also last night we actually had to use the duvet for the first time. It got a bit chilly in the night. And
Nicola, what happened at about 2 o'clock this afternoon?
I was sleeping.
Okay, 1 o'clock this afternoon?
What happened at 1 o'clock?
Beep, beep.
Oh, the bread man came along.
I wish I'd got some footage because I haven't seen her that happy in a long time. She came back holding a big truncheon. Oh,
it was lovely. It was a proper rustic baguette type thing. Oh, it was so good. And I was lucky to get it because he said he'd really only stocked for the next village. And I think the other people had pre-ordered, but he took pity on me, I think.
I'm sorry if some random reason one of our subscribers is from the next village and you had to go without bread today.
It was a good cause. I need to get my strength back up.
Right, guys, as usual, rather than this being a very quick outro, we're rambling like ramblers. Anyway, thanks a lot for following along, and until next time, somewhere in España. I keep getting that wrong. España.
We keep getting everything wrong.
I know. At least they haven't said that the guy's wife is very pretty anymore or whatever. Hot.
We're actually keeping clear of the auberge in case they're expecting us for dinner.
Yeah, 11 minutes until that 8 o'clock's sitting. They'll be going, where's those two Irish? Again, still rambling. See you next week, guys. Bye-bye. Adios. Muchachos.